Blessing, however, now started releasing what she considered evidence. And I called Blessing up. I was like, Blessing, Taste Buds was there that day. I was like, Blessing, you can't just be... Said, no, that she knows what she's doing, that she has evidence. I say, all this kind of evidence, not easy to release like this, so you have to be careful.
Wahala not too much. Madam Kere, hey, my correct people, that the freeze don finally open up. Wetin Blessing CEO do? That the freeze know say e no good. The way she take dey come out that time dey bring out evidence of late Bimbo. My people, make una watch this video. Sometimes some people go think say dey too much, dey be odoshi, dey get something for back wey dey watch for dem. At the end, dem no get anything, no even dry shit dey their yansh. My correct people, according to Daddy Freeze, he talk say that time he call Blessing CEO say this thing wey dey do so e no good oo, be very careful. She say no, I know what I'm doing, I am this, I am that. So tey this same woman Blessing come dey do movie on top of the woman wey kpai herself, the woman wey still dey mortuary, the woman wey dey inside fridge. Na una dey sorry for? My people, make una watch this video. Wetin Daddy Freeze talk, how e take advise Blessing CEO behind social media. She no hear at the end na. She come find herself inside Kere, Madam Kere. At the end, many people come dey put the blame on Daddy Freeze say na him invite Madam Kere enter e platform. No be Daddy Freeze. Make una watch the video, make una put una comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. Thanks for watching. Help me share this video. God bless you.
For people to just blame me. Yes, I took my own blame because I invited Blessing CEO the day that story broke. The very first day I brought Blessing CEO was the day the story broke. And this is what we do. We handle breaking stories. From the political sector to religious stories to anything and everything that people talk about. And instead of talking about what we talk about in private, we talk about them in public and share opinions and rub minds. So I brought Blessing CEO, and Blessing CEO was her usual Blessing CEO self. She did make some points. A lot of people might have found the points insensitive, but that was her truth. And in life, you've got to be able to tell your truth. She said that the lady in question wanted to buy. That's why she kept going back to the toxic union. And I say that all the time. I say if you continue being in a toxic union, it's like you have a buy wish. So I understood where Blessing CEO was coming from, but I also had a soft spot for the lady because she was my follower. So I'm torn in between Blessing CEO saying the truth or saying her truth and the lady's family who would be going through pain. Then Blessing took it a notch higher and announced that she was IVD's, what's that thing called? IVD special, that she's the relationship therapist in charge of this IVD story. That, for me, was a bit much. She said she's now the official therapist or the official relationship counselor for IVD, and then started releasing evidence. By the way, I've never said this publicly, but I did invite Blessing IVD for an interview. And to balance it, I also invited members of the late Bimbo's family for an interview. You guys come and talk. IVD said he was going to talk when he came. When at that time he said he needed some time to mourn. The lady's family too came and went, and they wanted to come. Then after a while they said no, they're not gonna. So it was. I tried to be as open with the narrative as humanly possible. Blessing, however, now started releasing what she considered evidence. And I called Blessing up. I was like, Blessing, Taste Buds was there that day. I was like, Blessing, you can't just be... Said, no, that she knows what she's doing, that she has evidence. I say, all this kind of evidence, not easy to release like this, so you have to be careful. Then, Blessing went to do a movie. That was... We discussed the movie on my live, I'm not saying Blessing doesn't have a right to do a movie or to express her opinion, but it was a bit worrying for me. But this our work, really get direction. Now, anyhow we did do them. Now, we can't hear story. All of us were in our houses, minding our business. The next thing now, Blessing see you go tattoo or be the guy tattoo. The next thing we can't release matching tattoo. Rumor come begin say they date. That one can't weak me. But you see, Blessing CEO is a grown woman. Blessing CEO is not my daughter. Blessing CEO is not my mother's child. And I cannot tell you that Blessing CEO cannot date whoever it is she wants to date. My only issue in that scenario was if truly she was dating the person, they should have, for the sake of the family and what they're going through, kept it at least a secret. My understanding, I may be wrong, I stand corrected, but that's my opinion. I cannot say Blessing CEO cannot date IVD. I can never say it. My issue is the family is mourning. It's a sensitive time. But you see, also, on the flip side, in our work, the kind of work where we they do, bad news, good news, now work. No news, now be our problem. When the matter happened, have I called Blessing CEO since she has been arrested? Of course. Have I had conversations with her? Of course. Have I directed her in the path that she could use to help herself? Definitely. I have spoken to people who are of influence. I have talked to people who can do things on her behalf. Absolutely. So I don't understand why people can now blame me for not standing shorty for Blessing CEO. The same woman I mentioned earlier on, what's her name again? Jane Felix Ogbonna. Jane Felix Ogbonna said, if na my wife they arrest, I for don't go bail am.